happened on my life. You know, I was windsurfing at this moment. It was during the summer in France, and my instructor of windsurf say, hey, you have to try that, it's really cool. And we try it, and for me and my brother, it was like crazy, you know, like something with the wind, and it can be at this moment, it was quite a little bit maybe dangerous. And so that make me more happy because, okay, so we start to do it at 15 years old, something like that, with my instructor of windsurf. Yeah, so we start together, and me after I start to do it really more than him, because he's a skier, so he's staying on the mountain. He's not too much close to ocean, he's more mountain boy.
Right. Is he your older brother or younger brother?
Yeah, older, 2 years than me. But
okay.
We are really, really close. Like he's my brother, but also my best friend. So.
Yeah.
You ship?
If we get up the stairs, then I don't want to be like up there.
But me too. I say that at the first, and I don't know what happened, but I already. Yeah.
You already eat?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
ship.
Freaking hot.
So what are you doing here?
We are training for the cardio. I miss it a little bit on the water, so we did that with my friends and in fréquence. How you call that?
What?
Fréquence? No.
In frequency?
Interval.
Oh, interval training.
Interval.
Yeah.
Interval training.
Yeah.
Since 6 years, I kite a lot, but I have a lot of different life also before than kites, and so one of my passion is to make clothes. So I create a lot of different clothes. I did some sculpture also, but in welding, you know? And I like to mix the element together and make like a shimmer. You understand shimmer?
No.
Okay, it's okay. Doesn't matter.
So the clothes, so you like designing clothes?
Yeah, I design and I make myself. You know, circus show. I meet that and I say, wow, it's so magic. People are magic there because they can create something with nothing. Like when we are child also, you know. And I fall in love of this world. So I say, okay, I want to work with that kind of world, but I don't know actually which one. And so I say, okay, I want maybe become a costumer. I don't know the way the translation of costumer, you know, it's when you make clothes for the show. So I start to study, I study 2 or 3 years, and I became a costumer. And after I work for a company, different company, and also for the theatre, for all different universe, and after for the circus life. And so I make my clothes, I make my design also, and when I start to, okay, maybe I live this life, I want maybe kite, so I live all this life and I start to kite. So since I kite, I make my own clothes.
Okay.
Because I can't work anymore for a company because I don't have any time for that. My time is for the kite. So I need to create. If I don't create, I become crazy. So I do it on my myself on my workshop. So the first I start in kites in speed. So I start to really go the faster and then kite. I do that 2 years, or maybe no, 2 years. And at the end, it was the last competition. It was World Championship in States in Martha's Vineyard. And so I was there, and I was thinking also there to make some movie to maybe try to do the quota, because I was speed, but I also really love it to go high. So jump with my kite and make some loop and crazy thing like that, because I love stormy condition. So when I was there, I said, okay, I'm done with the speed. I'm gonna make the world championships. So after that, I want to pass another thing, and I find a new goal. It was to do the quota, and I see that no girls did it. I think one girl did it, but really on the past. I forget. I'm sorry, I forget her name, but it was not in Blueberg. It was when it was in. I don't know, but a girl already did it, but really on the past, at the beginning of the King of the Year. But in Blueberg, I think I'm the first. And so I said, okay, I want to go in this kind of event, and I didn't understand why there are not a thing for girls there. I see it's only boys, and I didn't understand why there are no girls there also. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go there and see by myself what's happening there. So I buy my first ticket, and I did my first movie for the quota, for the selection, and I went here. So when I arrived there, I really thinking that a lot of girls send it like me, you know, and so I ride 2 days. I make a big crash, so it was not too bad, but I make a crash that I didn't manage to kite after during 2 weeks. So I was waiting, but during these two days, some people watch me. And I realized that they never see a girl send it like that. And so I was surprised, because everybody come and say, it's you, the girl? I say, what do you speak about? I don't understand. And I realized that because they never see a girl send it like that. So I became famous for that in Canton. And after my 2 weeks of waiting for my knee recover, I start again to kite 1 week, and I did it again. So after 1 week of I kite, and the last day, I remember it was the day of Christmas. It was like a normal UA event, but finally the event canceled. But I just looping, and the last one, I don't know what happened, but the kite doesn't catch me, and I crashed hard on the water, but on the board. So I remember I was really painful on the double knee, the both. So the same than before and another one. And at this moment it was bad because nobody saw me, nobody come to help me. I was alone on the water, I was really painful. And so I managed to arrive on the beach, try to take my kite, walk, because I was really far, walk again, arrive in the Mystic. I was really sad, and I rest. And the day after I see that I didn't manage to walk. So it was the end of my season. I didn't manage to kite anymore after 5 months. But it was my first time in Cape Town. And the first time where I put my video entries. And I had a lot of success at this moment, because I think I was the first girl to try to put the entries video also. So it was my first attempt, and the years after I didn't do it because I was still injured. My knee was not. I prefer training to don't put my entries video and do something bad. I don't know. So I just came for training, and this year I put it again my video, and this year I'm selected.
So you're excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, finally, you know, it's when everybody have a goal. You have to have a goal in your life. So you choose a goal, and when you have all the way for arriving this goal, it can be long or it can be fast. It depends the people. And me, that I finally arrive at this goal, and now I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send it the maximum I can, and after I'm gonna find another one. But for me, like I already tell you, it's like I already won, you know. My goal was to be in, and so now it's okay. I mean, I can relax. for the kite, it's core kiteboarding. So I started with them like 4 or 5 years ago with speed first, and now since I try to get in the quota, they help me really more. So they give me my gear, and I really enjoy to ride with this gear. And also I have another sponsor. It's I meet last year, 2 years ago, someone in Pacalolo. You make everywhere there, and his name was Pierre Sidonidos, and he's management of a big society in France. We call that Aneo Conseil. He helped another society to grow up, and he have really good advice. So when I don't know what I want to do, it was something all the time. If I'm lost, I know I can call him, and he give me really good advice. And he helped me to come in Cape Town also for my flight and everything. So I'm really proud to represent them. So, and with the red suit and harness, I'm with Ride Engine, and I'm really proud also to be on this team.
We've been here for King of the Air. Third time we've been here on Kite Beach. And we're in for a classic. I will notify you when the DJ arrives. King of the Air at Kiteboard parking. If you're just arriving, you want to get your hands on some of the wiggle windows from the kiosk or the parking lot. Guys, this is the only place in the world that you'll be able to get this trip.
So I actually think it's super cool that Angely is joining this comp. I think it's a first. I'm pretty sure it's a first, even though she might think different. First girl in this competition, and I couldn't think of a better girl to do it. So many times she's been on a core photo shoot with us, and we just gave her a set of short lines. Never ridden short lines before in her life, and all of a sudden that kite is like down there, and she's like, ooh! Oh, I did not expect that. So yeah, I think a lot of the guys are gonna be like that. Huh? I did not expect that. She's gonna rock it. Super cool that she's in.
So it's good to have Angely in the King of the Air. She's the only woman, and I think she's one of the only women that can actually handle these kind of conditions. So yeah, definitely all respect to her, killing it out there, and hopefully she's gonna pass a couple rounds. I'm very curious to see her out there.
Okay, so just for you, those of you, some of you haven't completed a lot. As before, you can check in 3 heats before you have to be in the water.
Thank you.
big day.
Yeah, today is the big day. I'm feeling really well because I sleep awesome and the condition was really great. That like our like really strong. So I'm gonna use my 8. It's one of my favorite kites, so I'm really happy.
So you're feeling good?
I'm feeling really good.
You're gonna go out there and send it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best and send it huge.
Best of luck.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's a couple of days after the Red Bull King of the Air. How are you feeling?
Now I'm feeling good. Yeah, that is finished. It's like it's done. I can pass another thing now, you know.
Do something else?
Yeah, sure.
What happened? Tell us what happened. Round 1, you went into round 1 and heat 6.
Yeah, so 1-1, I'm feeling really good at the first, and just before to start, I start to stressful a little bit because I didn't really find the right kite. I was with the 8, and with the 8 I feeling that I was not enough power, so quickly before to start I take the 9, and it was maybe too close, I don't know, that stressed me a little bit. And after I start, so my first jump was the best, was just the best one. And after I don't know what happened, but I was like a beginner on the water.
So the rest of that round you struggled?
Yeah, all the rest I did bad. I think I really have to work on my timing on the water also. Choose really the good kicker, the right kicker, and just focus more on my on the thing to go high than prove something. You know, I don't know.
Sure. And round 2 you got injured. What happened?
So 1-2. I take the 8 after, but the 8 was too small, so I didn't manage to get enough high. And I make a kite loop laid back roll, and I don't know what happened, but the kite doesn't catch me, and I crash hard on the board, and that cut me the respiration, the breathing.
Yeah, it's
So,
knocked your wind out.
Yeah, it make me a little bit out, you know, like I don't know how many seconds, but and when I start to breathing again, I'm feeling better, but I'm feeling pain on all my legs and all my foot, and I say, okay, I have to continue. So I continue. I try to do a kite loop board off, but I fall. And after I see that during this crash, I was cutting my foot.
It was a bad laceration. I saw it, and everyone who's watched this video has seen it because I filmed it.
Yeah, it's not so bad. It can be worse all the time.
It can be worse, but it was enough to stop you kiting.
Yeah, it was enough to stop kiting. Yeah.
So what's next for you?
I don't know exactly, and I think I don't want to know. You know, it's so I'm gonna just go back at home and finish my truck and drive for more adventure. But I don't know exactly.
So we're going to have to follow your social media to find out when and if you're going to be back in King of the Air.
Yeah, it's that. I can't tell you right now what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna follow the flow.
Fantastic. Well, it was lovely meeting you, and we wish you the best
Yeah,
of luck.
really, thank you for everything also. It was really cool. Yeah. It's my neighbor.
Cheers.